Hello and welcome to Knit All the Yarn podcast. I'm Lisa and I'm coming to you from Michigan. I got my coffee, my knitting Jedi mug. This might be the last pumpkin spice creamer. I think it's it. I don't think I make it last another week. This is episode 299. Next week is 300. I can't believe it. This is my YouTube channel where I share my knitting, crochet, cross stitch, whatever crafty thing I'm up to. Today it is all knitting. Yes, and today is Friday, March 21st, 2025, and it is 9:13 a.m. I'm a little late today. It's okay. Today was the first day of the kids' spring break, so I slept in a little bit. I also have on my Reputation TV and Ready For It bracelets because I am manifesting Reputation TV. I want it so bad. The theories are now saying maybe next Friday. We'll see. Today is, 3-2-1, but I don't think it's coming out today. Okay, I have 3 finish objects and 3 whips, 3 and 3. I'm wearing my Knitting is Metal t-shirt today. And I have an oldie shawl. It's probably wrinkly because it's been wadded up in there. This is my Scrappy Dotted Rays shawl by Stephen West. As you can see, I changed it up a bit. When I did the eyelet rose, I did a contrast color. I should have done that with up here, but I was just playing around with color. And I did the stripy I-cord birder, black and white. So yep. Scrappy Dotted Rays. I love this shawl. I should wear it more often. It's not as deep as most of his shawls, but I probably could have kept going if I wanted. But that's what I'm wearing today. A scrappy shawl. All right, I guess we can get started. Oh no, I'm not done yet. I have to tell you all about my spiel in the beginning. The show notes will be right down there in the description box. I'll have links to patterns, yarns, bags, Ravelry project pages. I'm most active on Instagram and Ravelry. I'm most active on Instagram. You can find me on Instagram and Ravelry as 72 Stitches. Wow. My email will also be down there, knitalltheyarnpodcast@gmail.com. Yeah, I'll have project pages, everything I talk about, reading and watching, be right down there. Before we get started, I need to mention, I told you in my last episode that I disliked making project pages for every single sock that I make because it's pretty much all the same needle, same pattern. The only thing's different is the yarn, and I got tired of making a project page for every single sock because I make a lot of socks. And a lot of you mentioned just make one Ravelry project page and just put all your socks in there. And I'm like, oh my word, why didn't I think of that? I'm not particular. I mean, I guess I could in my notes write down like the dates of starts and finish, but I don't know if I'm going to do that or not. So I did take your suggestion and I made a Ravelry project page. I did not put all of them in there. Just pretty much all the ones I made in March. So that is all set up. So thank you all for that hint. So that's going to make it easier to add my finished objects into knit-alongs. I did go through and I added so much. I think I added like 10 finished objects in the Stitch Quest knit-along. Sorry, Amy. I kind of just bombarded you with all of my finished objects. So now I'm going to try to keep up to date with that. Speaking of which, I think there's one I took pictures of yesterday, but I did not add it, so I need to do that. Let's not get behind on that. Okay. I feel like I'm forgetting something. I'm feeling rusty. I don't know why I'm feeling rusty. Okay, let's get started. 3 finished objects. And spoiler alert, they're all socks. I don't know how in the world I finished 3 socks in a week. That's crazy. I'm sure some of these are like almost done. I don't know. Oh, I forgot to get my, maybe we'll pause here in a little bit. I forgot to get my scraps and a tag. Here is finished object number 1. This is pair number 16 of 2025. And this is Turtle Purl Crushed. These are a gift for Amie, Bill Yarn. She sent me this yarn. I love it, man. It was so fun to knit. I started these March 10th and finished them March 14th. Wow. 4 days. Bam. I must have really loved them. All of my socks are on fingering weight today. Yes. Fingering weight socks. US 1.5, which is a 2.5 millimeter. 64 stitches. I use Chiaogoo red lace needles. I knit my socks magic loop cuff down. Oh, beautiful. I do 15 rows of knit 2 purl 2 rib. I believe for these ones I did like 45-ish rows for the leg. I did the mini for the heel and the toes. So good. Love it. So yep, this is pair number 1. I think that's it. If I forget something, it's down in the in the description box. And I finished my Felici socks. Oh, I love these too. This is Knitpicks Felici Bebop. This is a colorway from 2022. This is an oldie. This is pair number 17 for 2024. 2024, oh my word. 2025, I don't know what year we're in. Pair 17. And I started these. Oh my word. These were on the needles for a little bit. February 28th and finished them March 15th. These were my, I work on Felici socks in the evenings. That's my new thing now, so it took a little bit longer. But I did finish these. The heels are also in a Knitpicks Felici Midnight. They had solid colors when they released their 2022 colorways. They had solids to go with them. They did not do this time. Cut them to match. I'm just going to make all of my Felici socks, put them in a pile, and when the kids feel like they want some socks, they can just go for it. And if whatever they don't want, I will take. Blah blah blah. All right, now these you never. Actually, I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna pause and come back, and we'll talk about my next whip. Did I just say my next whip? I meant my last FO. All right, I'm back. I got my stuff. While I paused, I should have put these on the sock blockers for you. That's all right. I forgot to grab all my scraps from these socks. I mentioned that I was going to cast these on, and I did, and I finished them. These are crazy. So this is, I don't know how to pronounce this. That's why I grabbed the tag. Is it Hot Knit yarn? I don't know how to pronounce that, but there's the tag. This was a 90s kids mini set. There was 5 colors. And here's what I got left. I believe I still have enough to put in my blanket, and I might have a little bit extra left. So there was the 5 minis. They kind of did like a gradient. So that's what I did. Ready? Got them to match. Look at that. There was some pooling. And right there. And right there. I mean, there is some pooling on these, but there's some pooling there. So these are pair number 18 for 2025. And I started these March 16th, and I finished them yesterday, March 20th. 4 days. Is that 4 days or is that 5 days? I don't know. So what I did, my numbers are a little wonky. I was trying to make these even, and it did not go very well. But I think they match, so it's fine. So the first color I did the cuff, 15 rows. And then I did 25 rows of just for the leg. And then I did 24 rows. I was gonna do 25, but I didn't. I guess I don't know how to count very well. So I did 24 rows and the heel flap and the heel turn, all in color 2, which is probably good that I didn't do any extra because I didn't have, this is how much I have left of color 2. Color 1 is right here. I think these are like 5 or 6 grams. Color 3, I did the gusset, and I think it was 27. I did the gusset and for a total of the gusset and a little bit of the foot for a total of 27 rows, whatever you want to call it. Pretty sure it's 27. And then this one I did 29 rows. In hindsight, I wish I did a little bit more here in this color and a little bit more in this color. The toe looks like it's a bit much, but it's all right. I was afraid of running out when I was doing the second sock. If I was smart, I would have divided each mini, but I didn't want to do that. So that's color 4. And then this is the last color. And I did 24 rounds and then the toe. So those were my numbers. 64 stitches. Yeah. Same needles. These kind of pull too. So yep, I was concerned about these when I was winding them up. I'm like, how in the world am I gonna do that? But I did it and it's fine. I love how this like is blue and then this one, so it kind of like fades in its own. I didn't do anything special. I just started a new color. I didn't do any like alternating skeins or anything. But yeah, so we went from blue to purple and then purple to pink and then pink to orange. And then we did orange to yellow. Love it. So these are for Amie. Love them. I think that's it. Yeah. So these are the ones that I need to put in her Stitch Quest FO group, FO thread. So yeah, I have 2 pairs of socks for Amie this week. Look at me. All right. So now I can wind up these for my blanket. Those are gonna be fun in my blanket. I don't know if I'm gonna do them all together. Right now, my Cozy Memories blanket is what I'm talking about. I have a lot of self-striping, so I'm kind of like doing it like scattered random, so I don't have a big long line of like speckled yarns, or you know, vice versa with self-striping. All right, that is all of my finished objects. Whips. Going back to the Felici. This is Mountain State Stitches bag. I got excited. I think I'm gonna, my next whip, I'm gonna do the second cuff, but I think I'm gonna work on these the rest of the day because I am loving these so much. All right, this is, nope, that's not the right tag. Knitpicks Felici Roommates, and also a summer 2022 colorway. I did receive all of my, this is a spoiler alert for my Stash Tales episode. Not sure when that's gonna happen yet. Maybe next week, maybe the following week, I don't know yet. All of my Felici that I bought came in. The rest of it came in yesterday. Thanks. Yeah, get ready for Stash Tales for March. Oof. So yeah, I got all my Felici, and now I want to work on these. Did I have these cast on last time, or did I talk about it? No, I talked about it. I must have showed you the yarn. These were not cast on, so yeah, I did pretty good. So here is the first sock. I am on the gusset. I picked up the gusset stitches, and I did like 3 rows. Oh, I love these. And this is another solid Felici color. Yes, I remember now. Because I was asking you guys, should I do yellow for the heels? I did. And that is Brittle. So, oh, my light is flashing. I'm at the point now, since we had the time change, I probably don't really need my light, but I got it out anyway. So, yep, there's the first sock. So far with the Felici, I do 10 stripes. 2 stripes for the cuff, 8. Oh geez, let's not poke my eye out. 8 stripes for the leg, so a total of 10. And then the foot is 8 for the foot, and 2 stripes for the toe, so it's 10 and 10. And that's working out so far. We'll see when they have, if they have different stripes. My stripes are like 8 to 9 rows. Yeah, 8 to 9 rows, probably around 9. And here is the second sock. And that is a Progress Keeper from Twin Mountain Handcrafts. Little sock. And this is how much I got done last night, which is about an hour-ish. I was playing on my phone. Last night, so I probably could have got another stripe done. I gotta put my phone down, man. So I kind of want to get this sock to this point today. Maybe I'm gonna start a new thing about, we'll call it Felici Fridays, where I work on Felici socks. What do you think? I don't know. but I want to work on these. I know I was trying to stick to these as my evening project, but I don't want to. I want to work on these today, so I think I'm gonna, after I cast on the cuff on my second sock on my next whip, which I'll show in a second here, but I got them to match. Usually I'm not too worried about them matching, but it just worked out. I think my next pair of Felici socks will probably not match. I don't know, we'll see. I gotta wind it up yet. I did spin my Felici wheel, and I will be showing you the next Felici sock that I will be casting on. So, yep. That is whip number 1. All right, whip number 2. Bags by Awesome Granny. These bags are the only bags that I want to use right now. So I'm just gonna go with it. The socks, these ones, were in this bag, but you didn't see them, so. All right, I finally cast on my Freckled Whimsy Yarn of the Month Club. I like to do these in the month that they're in, and I'm like, ooh, it is yesterday. I'm like, oh, it's the 20th. I better get these cast on so I can finish them. So there we are, Freckled Whimsy, Yarn of the Month Club for March. In Like a Lion, Out Like a Lamb is the colorway. Love it. 6 stripe repeat. I did go ahead and divide them, divide the cake. I remember showing these. Did I show these last week? I went ahead and divided it so that I can do both of them at the same time, or tandem. So all I have is 1 cuff. I finished the cuff this morning. And I used Chiaogoo red lace needles. 32-inch cord. So I have a cuff. So my plan is to knit the second cuff and work on my Felici socks. Now that I've spun the wheel and I picked the next color, I'm going to show you that later. I really want to finish those. So this is the mini. I will do the heels, toes, and cuffs for these because this is she's doing 25 gram minis now, which is perfect. I think I have, after my toes, heels, and cuffs, I usually have 10 grams left. So I have 5 grams from a blanket, my cozy memories, and then a scrap. So I really love this colorway. It's so springy. Oh, love it. So these are gonna get started, or have been started. So my goal, I know today's the 21st. There's 31 days in March, right? Can I finish these socks and my Felici socks before April 1st? Yeah, I think I can. That's the plan. So yeah, just a cuff. Alright, I need to rearrange myself. Since I had to pause, I don't know if I'm 20 minutes in, but probably. My feet are telling me it's 20 minutes in. Rearrange yourself. All right, my jelly roll blanket. We have a huge update on the jelly roll blanket. This is a bag that my mom made for me. Oh my, all right guys. Are you ready? Are you ready for it? I finished the first panel, strip, whatever you want to call it. I finished it. I finished it this morning. So I'm ready to start picking up the second panel, and I'm excited. I hope it works out. I'm going by a Therapy by Craft. Eunice did a tutorial video on how she does her blankets, and it looks so much easier. I struggled with this pattern when it came out, So I was there last week. Look, I did all that. I did 2 colors. This looks, they're very, very close. This is orange and then got a pinky, but there's 2 colors there. This is all Knitpicks Felici scraps. When I stand up and it's touching the ground, I believe it's coming up to my chin or my neck, one of those 2. So it's at least 5 foot, maybe a little under 5 foot. I don't know. I don't remember. But at any rate, it'll cover my feet. And let's see, it's covering my foot right now. And yep, it'll go up to there. And I have like 6 inches over my foot. So I feel like it's big enough. That's how I measure my blankets. I don't get the tape measure out. I put it on and say, yep, that's big enough. This is also a Twin Mountain Handcraft Progress Keeper. This colorway I think is Goth Kitty. And this one I have no idea. I don't know what this one's called. I remember it, but I don't know what it's called. So yeah, I am now going to come down here and pick up a color, or pick a new color and attach it as I go. I'm excited. I think tomorrow I'm going to start that. Yeah. And I wanted to finish this bag of scraps. So I got a bag and I put some scraps in it. And it's 108 grams. I want to finish this before the end, before April, but I don't know if I'm going to do it. Which is a bummer. So I don't know, we'll see. Maybe I'll start working on this tomorrow, or maybe later today, and I might get crazy. I got 6 colors left. These ones look like maybe 4-ish grams. These ones are probably 10. So, yeah. So maybe next time I make my bag, I won't do a whole bunch. I don't know. So, yeah. That's the plan. I am using 2.5s. No, I'm not. I'm using 2.75s. I got my little avocado dude. And these are signature needles. Can't get these anymore, but they're my most prized possession in my knitting tools. Love these needles. The straight ones were perfection, in my opinion, but kind of pricey. But I love them. So down below I will link my Ravelry project page for this, but I also separately link Eunice's jelly roll tutorial that I'm going to be following. And next week I will give you we'll see, a review of how it went. I think it'll be fine now. I think my issue was trying to pick up the stitches on the sides. The first time I did it, I did not do a slip stitch. I did not slip the first stitch. So I had no idea if I was picking up in the right spot. But now I think it should be easy peasy. Yeah, because I can definitely see those. So I'm excited to start attaching. And this is going to be colorful and I love it. I'm going to be end up repeating colorways because yeah, I have tons of scraps and some of them are going to get repeated. I'll just try not to like have them too close together. I'm hearing a weird noise. Probably my children. They are home today. Last day was their... Yesterday was their last day of spring break. Or before spring break, so they're on spring break now. What is that? What in the world are they doing down there? Sounds like they're scraping something. Maybe it's something outside. I don't know. My husband hasn't come up here and go, what are you doing? It's not the wash machine because it's not going right now. Oh, look at this. This is going to be so colorful. I'm so excited. All right. That's all of my whips. Socks and blankets. That's all I want to make. Socks and blankets. So we're just going to ride that train. All right. I'm going to show you my next Felici socks. I spun the wheel, like I said. Oh, my nose itches. And luckily, the wheel picked an old colorway. Here is my Felici stash. Right there. I got lots of open spots. But I'm like, I needed to pick an old colorway because I want to show all of my new colorways, all nice, you know, in their form before my stash tails. That episode is going to be hilarious. Stay tuned, guys. But it did pick an old colorway, so I was like, yay! This is Yikes. Nope. Yips. Yipes stripes? Yipes? Yips? Yipes? I think it's Yipes. Yipes stripes. This is also a fall 2022. I like to write them on there. I should write that on all of my socks that come in the mail so that I could see how long they've been sitting, which this have been sitting for a long time. So yeah, I will probably cake these up. I know you can work from these, but this yarn is notorious for, it's a commercial yarn, but it's notorious for knots and or color changes, repeats, messing up. So I like to wind it up for that reason, but also I like working from a cake than a ball. And I think I might use this for the heels. Use more yellow. I'm listening to my family, sorry. I'm not used to everybody being home and talking. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do the heels in this yellow color again. Yeah, so that's the plan. Next, Felici socks. Will they be cast on this week? Potentially. All right, now we're gonna do reading, watching, and life stuff. So if you're not interested in that, I will see you next week. All right, reading. I'm still reading Harry Potter number 5. I'm 82% done. I might finish it this week. We'll see. And Kingdom of Ash. I'm doing that on audio. I am... what am I at? I think I have 4 hours left, so I'm so close to finishing that. So close. Maybe I will finish both of those this week. We'll see. That is the last book in the Throne of Glass series. I love it. It's good, but I want the series to be done because I feel like I've been reading it for 2 years. Maybe it's been a year. I don't know. I'm ready to move on. Oh, excuse me, to reading something else. So that's a reading. Watching. We did not watch any movies this week. I didn't watch any. We didn't watch any this weekend. We'll probably watch Voyager for our Friday night movie We'll see. I don't know if that's going to happen today or not. My husband and I finished Good Omens season 2. Yes, season 2. That's on Amazon Video. Okay, and The Wheel of Time season 2. We started that. Also on Amazon Video. And we're still watching Star Trek Voyager season 3. I feel like we're pretty close to finishing season 3. I keep forgetting that those seasons have like 24 to like 30 episodes per season, so it takes a while to get through a season. Yeah, so that's it for watching and reading. Life stuff, I really don't have much. The kids are on spring break. I'm crossing my fingers that the plan is to ship them to their grandparents. My parents and my in-laws live like 10 minutes, 15 minutes maybe apart from each other. They're really, really close. So we're gonna drop them off at one parent or one grandparent, and then in the middle of the week they will drop them off at the other, at my parents, and then we'll pick them up on Saturday at my parents. So yeah, I have a lot of car knitting in my future. They live about an hour 15 minutes away from us, so, and my husband drives, so car knitting for me. My Fitbit just buzzed. Yep, I'm gonna get up, just chill out. So I'm hoping to have a nice quiet house and just knit all week. It's gonna be glorious. My husband's still here, so yeah, still working from home. We had the conversation about the March 13th was, 5 years ago. The COVID lockdown started, and he's like, wow, I've been working in the basement for 5 years already. I'm like, dang. So yep, that's the plans. I'm just gonna knit on socks and blankets still. I really don't have any goals besides maybe finish those 2 pairs of socks by March 31st. I think I could do it. It's like 10 days. Yeah. What else? The weather has been like roller coasting. It'll be freezing and it'll be hot. Freezing and it'll be hot. And when I say hot, I mean like 60, 70s hot. It snowed yesterday. I was in heaven. I loved it. There's nothing like the first day of spring, which was yesterday, and it snowed. I find that hilarious. Everybody in my house is like really grumpy, but I'm like, we're not done with the snow yet, guys. Yeah. Today it looks like it's going to be sunny. I don't know how warm it's going to get today. I think they said 50. But it felt like 18 when we woke up. So I don't feel like it's going to get that warm today. But yeah, I really don't have anything else. I think that's it. It says half hour. I don't know how long my first segment was. 9 minutes? 10 minutes? So it's probably enough. I'm just rambling now. So thank you all for your suggestion on the Ravelry project page for the socks. Why didn't I think of that? So hopefully that will keep me on track. I don't know, how many pictures, I'll ask this question, maybe somebody knows. How many pictures can you post in one Ravelry project page? That's a question, because I wonder if I should do like a project page for every quarter, like January through March, April through June. Is it June? I don't know. You know, the quarters. July through September, October through December. Should I do quarterly pages? Because I knit a lot of socks and I don't know how many photos I can stick in one. So if you know, let me know. And maybe I'll be okay since I just started this page. Maybe I'll be fine for the rest of the year. We'll see. Yes, so thanks for all your suggestions on that. I don't know why I didn't think of that. If you have any questions or comments, leave them right down there in the comments. I do love reading all of your comments and interacting with you guys. I hope you're all doing well. And what else do I say? Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Ring the bell if you want to be notified for new episodes. And hopefully I will see you next week. Bye.